Okay, guys, so talking about newspaper links again, or publication links, from sites like CNN and Forbes and BBC. Um, there are some things you need to be aware of before you order any from here. I did a previous video about a pretty decent gig. This one here, this guy does 30 do follow links from UK newspaper sites. Now these are directory links, and after I had done that video, I got thinking that some people are going to go looking to get links that are sort of editorial or contextual links from these kind of sites, okay, especially in America for CNN and places like that, New York Times, etc. So I came and had a look, and you've got to be careful with some of these gigs. They are not what they look like on the surface unless you read what they're actually offering. They're not trying to hide anything. It's just the way that they've laid it out. So you can see in here, this guy will do. This is quite a decent gig actually. This one. This guy will find expired domains that have got links from these sites. Okay, that's not a bad gig. It's a little bit expensive, I think. If you've got access to tools like Domain Hunter Gatherer and you know how to use them, then you can do this yourself, and or even Scrapebox, you could probably find domains like this. I guess he's got to keep his campaigns running for quite a long time, and that's why he's priced it so high. But you could, this is a good way to be able to get newspaper links, which are going to be links coming from older posts that exist. It's not going to be new articles, etc. But you can put up your expired domains, and basically you will get links from these sites. Okay. Now there's another one here. This guy here, and what he's offering, from what I understand, is 301 redirect backlinks. Okay. Now you need to be careful with these for two reasons. One, they're not proper links in the sense that they're going to be links coming to your domain from any part of these sites, except for what they do is they put in some kind of URL string at the end of the domain name, and it looks like a 301 redirect. Now, how effective that is, I really don't know. I honestly don't know. I would not use this to link to my money site, to a blog or something like that. I might be tempted to use it to, link to a YouTube video or something like that. But, for this kind of cost, $110, I wouldn't do it. It's just, it's just not worth it for me. I would rather spend money on this gig here for $160, and you can get 3 broken link expired domains. That is going to be far higher value for you. Okay. This one here is a little bit better, much better in fact. It's got editorial backlinks from German publications. Okay. Now these are well-known sites, Bild and Spiegel, etc. These are editorial links. Although it's German news sites, they're going to hold some value because they are editorial links. Okay, so it might look a bit expensive on the surface, but for what you're getting, that's actually great value for money. You will find a whole bunch of these kind of sites, like it looks like editorial links, but none of them are editorial links. The only way to get them is this guy over here that is doing it from the broken links. Okay, now this guy here as well, he's kind of interesting, or she is kind of interesting, the lady who did the UK links. If we come in here into her profile, you will see that she's got guest posts on 4 top US news websites. Okay, and it's not cheap. Okay, it's not cheap. If you want to get 4, it's going to cost you $560. But these are going to be high quality links. Okay, really high quality links. If they are editorial links, then I guess this is good value for money. That's about the only authentic one I can find for the US. So if you're in the US and you want to get really high value links, I mean, if you're doing local marketing as well, and you've got a client who could really benefit from these kind of links, you could sell that higher cost, much higher cost, and make a good profit on it. But for your own sites, it might be a little bit steep for some people, but it would I would imagine have a major effect. Is quite a good gig. So this lady, she gets the 5 stars because she's got both this and the 30 editorial links in the UK newspapers. This guy would be next best because he does go and find some broken links that you can, you know, expired domains coming from broken links on these sites where you can get you put your site up and get those links pointing to your website, where you would do a redirect at that point, or you would do a backlink from those pages. I would do a redirect personally. For the 301 stuff, I wouldn't touch it. It's just too expensive for what it is. The German one is actually great value for money when you compare it to the US one, okay? And these are still high quality links. So be careful if you're looking for newspaper links. You might have to go digging a little bit deeper than Fiverr.com if that's what you're looking for. Okay, maybe check out some forums, Warrior Forum, Black Hat World Marketplace. There's some great services on Black Hat World. Don't be put off just because it's it's the name Black Hat World. In their marketplace, they've got some great gigs, some white hat gigs as well. For SEO, they've got some good stuff on there. But you need to be careful and read the details, okay, before you order anything. But there's some fantastic offers over there. Other sites like SEO Clerks or Conquer, you probably find some options in there. The only problem I've got with Conquer is there seems to be a bunch of people recently that put up gigs, and you order the gigs and they kind of let it pan out until the gigs deadline comes up, and then they tell you they've refunded and you never have been refunded. So I've gone completely away from Conquer now, except for people that I trust, that I've worked with before, but I'm not buying any new gigs over there because of that. It's happened to me several times for press releases and all kinds of different services that I offered, that I purchased over there. You know, they wait for 10 days when they're supposed to deliver, and then they basically cancel the order, tell you that they have refunded, and they walk away and keep you $55. You know, that's just not funny. So be careful over in Conquer. They don't seem to have found a solution yet, and I don't see that money ever being paid back into my PayPal, and nobody responds. You write to the Conquer support desk, and you write to this person who took your money, they all just go quiet. Okay, so be careful of Conquer.io. There's other services and gig sites out there that can maybe do this, and maybe go and deep dive for these kind of link services for newspaper links. If you can get them at a reasonable cost, it's good. And like the German one, I'm guessing the lady can't do it any cheaper than this, but you know, for to get links from top news sites like these, even at 560, where it's, you know, genuine links coming to your own domain, where there has been some editorial content, then that is pretty decent. But they are no follow links, if that bothers you. They still got high value, okay? So be careful with the newspaper links, except for the other gig this lady has got, which is actually pretty decent and good value for money to get 30 do follow links from UK sites, but they are directory links coming from those domains. Okay, thanks.